don't make yourself the center of attention. That's the worst thing that could happen. Well, that's worked out very well. And, well, I'll give you an example of what my mother was like. When I got the Tonight Show, for the first 2 weeks, it said the Tonight Show starring Jay Leno. And my mother, oh, starred in Jay Leno. Oh, Mr. Big Shot, starred in Jay Leno. Like he's Mr. Who's Who. I go, Mom, that's what they do. Oh, starred in Jay Leno. What do you mean? So I said, you know, Mom, I'll change. So I changed the Tonight Show with Jay Leno. That was just to placate my mother because to show that I was Mr. Big Shot. So anyway, I always told my dad I'm going to surprise him. So I got him a white Cadillac with the red velour, like the early whorehouse interior, basically. It's just the most gaudy, awesome. This is the, you know, I remember the salesman said, you want the regular interior or the interior d'elegance? Interior d'elegance. Okay, so we get this thing. And of course, my mother's just mortified. A big white Cadillac with red interior. And of course, my dad kept it immaculate, you know. And whenever they drive, my mother was so embarrassed. They pulled up to a light, and like people here were looking at the car. My mother, emotional. And she'd just say to strangers, we're not really Cadillac people. Our son gave us this. We wouldn't get this on my own. And of course, we're driving a goddamn Cadillac. We're Cadillac people. And then they'd start fighting, and then people would get scared and drive away. My mother was so embarrassed to ride in this car, she would sit down below the seat. And people would say to me, I saw your dad drive by. He was yelling at somebody, but there's no one in the car. My mom was there. She was just below the dashboard. So just hilarious. My mother just thought, oh, we're not Cadillac people. Okay? You just explain to everyone, waiters, we're not really Cadillac people.
So Jay has a 56 Buick. With
55.
55, pardon me, Roadmaster with the with Corvette suspension and a 500-inch big block motor. Hot Rod Magazine did a big feature on this car.
Well, it was the first car I bought when I came to Los Angeles. When you get to Los Angeles, before you look for a place to live, you buy a car, basically. I mean, I literally got on a plane and went to Los Angeles. At the airport, I bought a magazine called Penny Saver. And I looked through it, and there was a Buick for sale for $350, just like my first car. So I said, let me go look at that. So I took a cab to where the guy lived, and that took all my money. So I couldn't afford to go look at another car, so all right, I'll buy that car. So I bought that car, and then I lived in it for about a week. That was a fabulous car. You know, I met my wife in that car and dated that car, got married in that car. No, I still have it. But the funny thing was, about, I think I got it in 72, and then I met my wife in 76, 77, and then about, 1980, I parked at my mother-in-law's driveway, and younger, prettier, nicer cars came along, and it just sort of sat there.